for I guess people who may be out there who want to start a business, you know, and what type of like advice or like guidance you can give them, or like maybe like a starting point, like because I feel like a lot of times a lot of people want to start businesses, a lot of people want to do something, you know, but I think the hardest step when it comes to like doing that is that first step, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So like, do you have any advice for people out there on who want to start a business, like maybe, you know, how to take that first step, maybe like, or anything?
I had really good advice from a chef. Her name is Esther Choi. She owns a few restaurants.
In New York,
In New
right?
York, right?
Yeah, how'd you know?
She's like kind of big because like
Yeah, she got super big.
she was like in a video and then she kind of blew up after it.
Dude, you know what's insane?
What?
Like I knew, like you know, she used to work for the Food Network, like before, like she was super big, but she was kind of like not stage, but kind of just like temporary there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, she has a great personality. Number one, she's super kind. When I first met her, I met her in her restaurant, and she was like one of the nicest people ever. Like it was me and like some of my friends, and she gave me. I asked her the exact same thing. Like my dream is to open a restaurant like you. Like, can you give me advice? And she said, like at your age, like since you're like, I was like young 20s. She said, just do it. Like once you get 30, 40, you have kids. Like, it, you know, maybe it's a lot stronger, but like. But since you're in your 20s, just do it and don't be afraid to fail, because if you are gonna make it in the business, you will figure out a way to like make it successful.
Mm-hmm.
And I stuck with that. Even some days I was like, man, this restaurant thing is tough. But guess what? I didn't even sleep that night, and I kept tweaking my recipes here and there. And then I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just go back to it and do it again.
Then I have two questions in regards to that. You said you didn't sleep some nights. Give me a story of a very hard day, and then give me a story of like maybe like a funny story.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Like hard day, like when we first opened Herndon Woo Boy, we started opening on the Saturdays, right? And I remember no one wanted to work Saturdays because at the time we were only Monday to Friday, so it was just me and like one other guy who was like still in the training stage, doing everything in the restaurant, from like prep, everything. And then he was still training stage, so he didn't really know like what to do in the restaurant. All he could do is like just cook the bread for the sandwiches, right? And so I had to do everything. I had to do not only the cashier, I had to dredge the chicken, fry it, this and that, and then we had a line out the door, right? At the day, we were very, very busy because, you know, we're open Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was the day I was there. When I
Yeah,
was
probably a
No,
Saturday.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, maybe that was the day I was there.
So, yeah,
I
was
waited a
crazy
long
day.
time.
No, some people waited an hour plus, you know, because every time you go from chicken, you got to wash your hands, right? You got to wash your hands, you know, sanitize all that. And then you got to change your gloves, and then you got to deal with the wrapping, this and this, and I have to train. And then when I take someone's order, I got to go and wash my hands again. So like, there's all this crazy stuff. That was a tough day. So at the end of the day, when we finally got through it, I went home, and I kid you not, like I was so tired. Like I just kind of, my head just touched the pillow, and then I didn't even remember sleeping. You know what I mean? I just woke up the next day. I had to go back.
Oh man.
I don't even remember it. So my body was like crazy. I had 2 hernias because of like working a lot in like the restaurants and stuff. Yeah.
Dang.
It's crazy, buddy. And I'm only 29. Can you believe it? But trust me, my body is about 45. Trust me.
I believe that. I believe
Yeah.
my dad, he was like same thing. He worked, came to America, opened a restaurant in like in his early 30s. By his 50s, my dad's like body is broken.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.